Let's talk about direct bookings. Now, if you're operating in serviced accommodation, direct bookings are seen as the holy grail. And relying too heavily on the big OTAs like Booking.com, Expedia, Airbnb, mean you're always locked in to giving away 15% minimum of your income through these booking sites. But direct bookings not only give you back control over your own bookings and your own property, but they're more lucrative as well. You save that 15% commission. So with that in mind, here's 5 ways to get more direct bookings for your property. So the first one is obviously the most important one. You absolutely have to have your own website. That when you have your own website, it not only builds credibility that you're actually real, that guests can visit it and see it, but it also means you can personalize it so much more than you can your listings on Airbnb and Booking.com. You can run paid advertising through Facebook, Google, you can display all your social channels on it. You can really just get across your branding to the guests in whatever way you want to do it. You can showcase all your photos, you can showcase reviews from other websites like TripAdvisor on there, and your direct booking contact details are on there too. So guests can actually contact you and discuss an inquiry instead of just on Booking.com where it's just a booking comes in or not comes in. So once you've got your website set up, you really have to try and convince people that it's better to book with you direct than it is through the booking sites. And one of the big ways you can do that is offering a discount to those guests if they want to book with you direct. Now, if you're going to get a direct booking, you have a 15% commission, which you would have paid to the OTAs to play with. So sometimes it can be a bit difficult for guests to decide, okay, leave the relative safety of Booking.com and Airbnb to book direct. It often helps tip them over into thinking they would like to do it if you offer them a bit of a discount. So the easy one is to obviously offer 5%, but I would go as far as 10% if a guest is sort of still on the fence. 10% booking, 10% discount is a win for the guest, and it's also a 5% win for us as a host, and that all adds up. So the next way is remarketing to past guests. So if a guest is booked through Booking.com or any of the other OTAs and they've stayed with you and they've had a good time, get their email address, get their phone number, contact them. You can actually put their details into a Facebook pixel and you can retarget people who look just like them digitally. So it's a really important thing to do, that especially with corporate and frequent travelers, that if they've booked once through an OTA, you have to capture that and make them book with you direct the next time. The next one is social media content and call to actions. Now, social media is a massive, massive thing, obviously, but there's so much scope in getting direct bookings through social media. If you build social channels, you can run competitions, you can have influencers come to stay with you, you can really leverage their popularity and their market, their customers, and direct people directly to your website, directly to your Facebook page. You can have a book now button on your Facebook page. You can have WhatsApp set up so that people who land there can contact you, inquire about availability. You can also offer discount codes for influencers. There's so much scope to build a following through social media. You can really showcase all your photos, you can do cool videos, you can collaborate with other businesses in the area. And another really cool thing is you can get on local Facebook pages where your properties are. So for us in Belfast, there's lots of little Northern Ireland business pages, there's Travel Ireland pages, and in them, people are always requesting, I'm going to Ireland, where should I go? I'm looking for a staycation in Belfast, where should I stay? Now, if we have a website, we can just pop that into the comments, people land there and can check it all out. Now, the last one is a little bit controversial, but it's up to you whether you decide whether you want to do it. It's converting OTA bookings to direct. That means a booking comes through the likes of Booking.com, you phone them up, offer them a discount, a cheaper rate, get them to cancel their Booking.com reservation and book with you direct. Now, this is controversial. Booking.com and all the OTAs will say, no, you're absolutely not allowed to do it. In my opinion, we have to look after ourselves. They aren't going to give a shit about us, really. So I sort of think if you can phrase it the right way, if you can offer something a bit extra for the guest, I don't mind doing it. Right, so big picture here. Whilst direct bookings are the absolute holy grail for serviced accommodations, you cannot get away from the fact that the big OTAs like Booking.com and Airbnb are absolute juggernauts in bringing guests to our properties. And you can't ignore that. You will never be able to be completely free from them. You have to embrace it and respect it and live with it. I mean, if you run Google ads for your own brand name, Booking.com will outbid you on your own brand name. You can't fight them. They have millions of pounds worth of budgets. All you can do is try and chip away from them, get the direct bookings where you can. If you get a booking in through the OTA, make damn sure that they book with you direct the next time they're staying. And it's really important then, when you have your own website, you're trying to drive traffic to it. One, it needs to look class. It needs to look credible, reputable. There needs to be a booking engine on there that guests can actually just land on it, check availability, and make a booking there and then. So it needs to be safe if you're taking card details. You need to think about SEO. So when someone searches for service apartments in your city, you need to be sure that you're showing up near the top. So for Central Belfast Apartments, we rank #1 organically on Google for service apartments in Belfast. We're #1 on TripAdvisor, so we put all our TripAdvisor reviews onto our website, shout about them. Again, it's trying to build that credibility. We're uploading videos and blogs all the time to keep the SEO monster fed, keep us ranking highly in all of our keywords on the site and on Google. And we're constantly pushing on our social media channels. So we have over 5,500 followers on Facebook, over 3,000 on Instagram. We're even in TikTok now. We're doing cool little videos of the apartments. All this to try and grow our brand, our reach, people who know who we are, instead of just a listing on booking.com or Airbnb. Now, as a result of all the actions that I've just outlined here that we take on a daily basis, we're averaging about 50% of our bookings are coming direct. Now, our goal is to grow that to 80% for this year and going forward. So if you have a great property in Belfast, but it's invisible outside of the OTAs, give us a shout, because if we start managing your property for you, your property instantly benefits from all the brand recognition that we've built up to now. It gets instant access to all our videos, our website, all our SEO, all our paid advertising straight away. So if you want to get more direct bookings, give me a shout, send me an email, and we can have a chat about it. If there's any other ways you think that you can get direct bookings, please leave me a comment in the section, and please subscribe and give us a like. Cheers.